to Planners Anonymous Live. It is the 1st of June and I'm just, hold on, let me just pull up my chat window so I can see what you're all saying. It is, yeah. Hello everyone. Everyone has been in the chat for around about half an hour ago. I popped in to make sure that everything was working before I went and got ready, and then came back and YouTube had logged me out and wouldn't let me jump into my own chat, and I had to relog in and set everything all back up again. So hi everyone. Okay, so whoa, there's a lot of you in there. Hi to everybody who's in there. Okay, so we've got some highs coming through. Hi Connie. Hi Lisa. Hi Katie. Hi Erin. Hi Susan. Yvonne. Laura. Cindy. Deanna. Julie. Karen. Tammy. Hi. Hi to everybody who is Anna. Hi to Anna. Hi to everybody who's in the chat. Thank you all so much for joining me on the 1st of June. Jeez. Hi Jess, it's your first PA live. Yay! Hello. Okay, in that case, I've seen a couple of people say it's their first time. So, hi, hello, welcome. I generally do PA live because things are so busy here. I generally do a live once a week. I try to do a live once a week. Sometimes I do have to postpone it or cancel it. But the idea is that I come on, I have a chat with you all, I answer any questions, I show you all the new stuff first. So if you ever want to see the new stuff first, it's always in my lives, and then I filter it out through my my Facebook group and then on Instagram. But here is the first place that I like to share everything. Because you've taken the time out to go and watch me. And also I do it on YouTube so that it can stay up for longer than the 24 hours that Instagram allows. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to so when I'm looking this way, I'm looking at all the chat. So there's a lot going on in the chat. And there is my control station down here. So I've completely lost focus. I'm sorry. I had a really late night with my kids. They refused to sleep. I've already had a couple of coffees that they have not kicked in. So I apologize that I'm going to be a bit scrambled today. And I also have a lot on my mind. And I don't want this to overthrow everything, but it does need to be heard. So we've been, here on the news, we've been seeing a lot of the Black Lives Matter movement. It shouldn't just be, it's more than a movement. It's a lifestyle. It's look, to be honest, there are far more educated people than me who they deserve a platform. They deserve more than a platform. And please support them. It's very hard being here in Australia, seeing what's going on, but being so far away from it, and so the one thing we never want to do is politicize what we do here, but this is more than politics. This is people's lives. This is, so please, if I don't want to say the wrong thing, because it's important, and it's me and my scrambled head. I woke up this morning just devastated again for what people are having to go through just to get their voices heard, just to survive. and we there is nothing that we could ever say that could ever amount to what's like to ever make it good enough. But we support the whole Black Lives Matter movement, and it's important. So I'm really making a mess of this, and it's because it's so important. People are dying. Anyway, look, I did write down sort of bits about what I wanted to say, but it's not even coming out. So I've made a mess of this. I just want to start again. It shouldn't be this hard to have equal rights. It shouldn't be this hard. So, on the flip side, I watched, I think it was a Michigan sheriff. I think, who got out and he said, "I'm here with you. Do you want me to walk with you? This is what I like. We are with you. We stand with you." And I thought that was just, I cried because that was beautiful. And he was like, "Let's make it a parade. Let's not have a walk. Let's have a parade." And I thought that is wonderful. I just hope that this is the start of equality that people deserve. So I'm going to leave it there, because there are far more educated people than me who go through this on the daily. So please support them, please shop with them, please help them, please listen to them as I am. I am just not the most eloquent person in the world at the best of times, and this is absolutely devastating. So please give them the forum that they deserve. And yeah, thank you for the people who are writing back to me now. It is a mess, and it's messy, and I mean, this year is messy, but I'm hoping that out of all the riots and the protesting, that those who are in charge see that it's so important to make a change. Okay, let's leave that there, because if I don't leave it there, I'm going to cry, because it's okay. Let me get on to what I am good at. Somewhat good at. Oh, that was my tummy. I should have eaten more. I'm going to sorry for those. Okay, for those who don't know, I do a Q&A at the end, because if I keep, there is a delay. There's a 1 to 2 minute delay. If I keep on answering the questions, I sort of keep coming on, looping back, and I get even more scattered than I already am, especially with the lack of caffeine that hasn't hit me yet. So if I miss your question, I do go through back again at the end. Let's do our, why is this not working? There we go. Our weekly update. Weekly update. Okay. This week. What is this week? It's the 1st of June. Sorry, I really am scattered. 1st of June. Sorry, I'm just going to have to close something off, because I've got a few screens open. Just need to close that off, otherwise I'm not going to be able to answer questions. Okay. 1st of June. Right, so currently we are packing the Note to Self box. They're so pretty. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Oh, so pretty. And I've got, so I took a really, really quick video. You know that my videos are quick and dirty, and I just pump them out. So they're because I don't have a lot of time to focus on them, and there are much better social media people who do all the videos. So what I do is, the videos I show in here are really quick, you know, let's show it off. So I've got the video of the the standard papers, the additional papers, and the vellum and acetate. Now, last week I showed a whole bunch of extra bits and pieces. So what I'm going to do is, for those who haven't watched before, I'm going to add that again onto the end of the video. So if you haven't seen it, if you have seen it already, you can just pop out at the end and I'll let you know when it's about to start. And if you haven't seen it already, you can hang on and watch that, and I'll put it right at the end so that you can enjoy that too. Okay, I've just seen a thing. I really like that. Hopefully out of chaos comes change. I really like that. It's beautiful. Let's hope. Okay, so the weekly update, I'm going to drag Michael in a little bit later so he can chat about shipping. He's not big on coming in the camera because usually I get really nervous when he's in here and I'm videoing. So I boot him out because this is my space. And we share the office normally. But he's out the back packing orders and making sure everything runs as smoothly as possible. So I'll drag him in here. Once he pops past, I'll pull him in. So he'll do shipping because it's better off hearing it from him because my updates are... I'm not good at updating shipping. But I want to thank all those people who stopped posting about shipping in our group and who started sharing more posts about what they've been creating. Because you're all so creative. I've said this before. You all keep me so inspired. So I'm going to share some of those in PA show and tell. Towards the end. Let us have a well, I guess there's not really that many updates, general updates before I jump into the kit. So let's just jump into the kit now. So our kit for the month is called Note to Self. For those who don't know, I know I get a lot of the same people in here week in and week out. So I am... I'll sort of do a bit of a cliff notes, but this kit is really all about basically a note to yourself to look after you, to take some time for you, to put yourself first, and do that self-care. And to be honest, so I've been a little bit sick this year, so for me it was very much a personal reminder to look after myself, and it's very quickly become one of my favorite kits because it is that personal reminder. Hopefully I'm still getting messages through because you can hear Michael packing in the background. So it's all on track at the moment to ship between the 15th and the 18th of June. I haven't heard anything from Michael that it's not, so fingers crossed. We've got a few things that are stuck in customs at the moment. And I doubt they'll be sending us an invoice in the next few days, and hopefully they'll release it and we'll get all of our stuff. It'll be all nice and pretty. And that's we're waiting on, so I did receive one box, like the stamps, but I'm waiting on the pens and our mystery item. So you're going to have to wait a little bit more for that. But let me show you the papers. Let me pull that down. Let me put that up. Let me do this. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick run through of our standard papers included in the kit, the vellum and acetate, and then the additional paper pack, which also includes a second copy of the vellum and acetate. So, first lot is the standard papers, and we've got this gorgeous floral, and on the back is a gorgeous pinky purpley, well, it's not really purpley, pinky colour that's in the centre of the flowers. And then we have this gorgeous scene, which we also have featured as a double box in our kits. And on the back of that is a brown that matches. And the third paper is, I wanted it to be like a mirror with a whole bunch of really motivational, just quotes and messages to yourself. So note to self, and it looks like it's actually written on the mirror with a whole bunch of things stuck up on there too. So just a few little reminders, and on the back of that is the gorgeous yellow of the kit. So that's the standard papers. And as you've all seen, then we've got the vellum and the acetate, and the vellum is that very simple, beautiful floral pattern again. And the acetate is this rose gold Self-Care Isn't Selfish acetate, which is stunning. And on the back, I mean, you probably wouldn't want to use it this way because then the writing's all reversed, but it's got it's got the silver on the back, and it's got handle with care and Self-Care Isn't Selfish. Now, the additional paper pack includes an additional copy of the vellum and acetate and these 3 papers. So the designs in the additional paper pack are different. So we've got here the sloths on green with the leaves in the background as well. I love this paper. It's adorable. Even though I'm not a big fan of green, I really adore this paper. We've got our cosmetics and skincare sort of tubs and things as well, and that's got the green behind it. And then we've got the, I wouldn't say black because it's not really black, but it's like a dark slate grey colour with the florals on top of that, and then with the pink behind that. So that's all the papers for Note to Self. I hope you've enjoyed. Okay, so that was the standard papers, which come in the kit, even the basic kit, and the vellum and acetate, which also comes in the basic kit, and then the additional paper pack, which you can add on to your subscription. Now, I believe being the first, the subscriptions will go through today, and if you are a current subscriber, you would have had to set up your subscription prior to the charge. So, I do my best to try and sneak them out as quickly as possible. I put them out a few days ago on Instagram, so I'm seeing all of the messages that that you're really enjoying the papers, so that is wonderful. Pardon me. I'm really I'm really loving this kit, especially. So I have 2 favorite papers in this kit. One is the white floral in the standard, and then I have to admit, I do love the sloth one on the additional paper. Green is, I think I mentioned it in the video, that green is not my thing, but I really love it. Like it's just such a cute, and they're cute sloths. So that I really enjoyed. It's the kit is coming together beautifully. I shared the stamps today on the on there's a word, Instagram, and in our group and on our Facebook page. And the stamps are absolutely gorgeous too. Hold on. So this is how I store, because I see a lot of you asking how to store stuff. This is how I store my flat. So my washi doesn't go in here, but everything else does. So the stamps, the stamps actually go, once I've finished with them, the stamps go in my stamp holders, which are, I want to say here. Oops, hold on, there and there. Oops, there and there. And there's even more behind the I have a few stamps. I like my stamping. But the stamp set is probably one of my favorites, and I can't wait to pull it all out and have a play. Speaking of which, I feel like I'm going to have to do a planner party for this really soon. I was trying to work out a date today for the next planner party, so I'm going to have a chat to Michael tonight and work out when we can do that. I'm also designing a melody for this kit. Currently I'm thinking the dark floral on the outside. I'm thinking that's the way I'm going to go, because I really haven't done a dark floral, and I really want to do a dark floral, and I feel like this kit would be perfect for it. Okay, so I just saw a message from Cindy. How do I add the extra papers to my kit? You need to make sure that you haven't, I don't know if the charges have already gone through today, but if they haven't, you need to go onto the website. If you go to our FAQ, the help FAQ, which is in the menu, there's actually a page in there which tells you specifically how to add it to your kit. So there's a full run through in our FAQ. So just have a look on there. There's a whole bunch of useful information in there. This kit is just, yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'm so glad to see that you're all enjoying it too. I have put, I've taken a photo of the additional sticker kit in 2 separate pages as well, so that you can see them a little bit better. So I'm going to share that on Instagram as well this week. Pardon me. But that's absolutely so exciting. Yeah, I'm thinking the dark, because I haven't done a dark floral TN. I've done a lot of light, because I tend to draw towards the light colours. But I feel like the dark floral TN needs to happen. And I think that this could really, really pop with that. So that is currently being designed. It is still a little while away, so don't ask me for a date. I don't have one. But we'll be getting them in, and then once they're in stock, we'll let you all know. But it's probably a good couple of months away at the moment. And also due to COVID, it's probably a little bit longer away than what we normally do, because shipping and our manufacturers are taking a little bit longer as well. Can I show a close-up of the stamps? The stamps. I put them back away in here. Yeah. So, okay, this is probably going to get really glary because of the ring light. There we go. Okay, so we've got a couple of florals. We've got the sloth hanging over a box. I did it so that you could put it like over a box or over a line or anything, or off the side. We've got our main girl, Maggie. Some more flowers. We've got the little, rubber duck. Is that showing I am enough? Oh, hold on. Is that even focused? It's probably not focused. We've got some more flowers, another sloth. Made myself a priority and some nail polish. Some little tubs, and I thought you could use those when you need to replenish them. Oops, sorry, I'm getting a little bit off track. Currently binging. Handle with care. Self-care isn't selfish. The little sloth mask. I'm okay. And, wrong way. That way. And a little kiss lips. So I feel like the kit is super versatile. I can't wait to make like a pattern as well. I have so many ideas for this. So whether you're a card maker, a planner, a project lifer, a memory keeper, like this, I try and make my kits so they work across all the different areas. I've just had a quick question. If my subscription doesn't go through until tomorrow, will I still be able to get this kit? Yeah, so we will close off this. Hold on, let me open up a calendar. And I've got my planner in front of me. I should just check that. But we'll probably close off subscriptions for this on the Friday the 12th, which will be the 11th in the US. So yeah, that's so I would say as long as you order by the 12th, then you will get this kit, unless we sell out prior, but hopefully we won't. Well, hopefully we will, but the words are still not coming, people. Okay, so the next, so that's, I will show off the other previews in the video that I showed off last week, but I'm holding that towards the end. You can see here I've got I've framed the art card for this month too. I really love the art card for this month. So I've got that in a frame, and I've got that on my desk normally. I've just moved it there for the video, the live today. So that's this kit. And along with the physical kit, for those who don't know, there's also a bunch of downloads. Now we've made a lot of changes over the last couple of months so that we can boost up the amount of digital downloads. I'm working on the Lovebug ones now. I believe the inserts, almost everything is up for Lovebug already. There seemed to have been an issue where the system didn't automatically generate the tag for a lot of people. So if that happened to you and you can't access it, please message us on the website, not through social media. We are a little bit behind. Michael has been working hard this morning on customer service. So we are doing our best to catch up, especially now that the kids are back at school. We're getting a few hours at least where it's just us. So we are starting to catch up, and we really, really appreciate your patience too. I'm going to show off. So on the whatever live comes after the first, I show the next kit. So it's the kit that ships in July. You can't subscribe for this yet. Hold on. The words are important. So if you subscribe today, you will receive, so today you will pay for the Note to Self kit, and you will receive that ships on the 15th to the 18th of June, and you will get the next kit, which I'm about to show, so, and that you pay for that on the 1st of July, and that will ship out between the 15th and the 18th of July. Oh my gosh, you know what, I was thinking about not doing a live today because I am very everywhere with all the news reports and also the lack of sleep last night. So I decided I wanted to come on because I wanted to show you the papers and talk about the next kit. But I am very scattered, so my apologies. Okay, sure, Sam. Just show the next thing. I just want to see what the next one is. Now, I have talked about it before, so the theme shouldn't be a surprise. But I'm going to show you some art from it, and hopefully you love it. So the next kit is a Celebrate kit. It will ship between the 15th and 18th of July. It is, this was initially going to be our June kit, but we decided to push it back because of, COVID. Because it's our third birthday in July. I showed a preview for this kit, I think about 3 months ago, it might have been. But it was a little bit different then. So we wanted to, so back then we had Peony, which is our blonde girl on the front of the box as the main girl. Because we use Peony for the Note to Self kit, so I wanted to change things up a bit. And I also felt like this girl needed to be super funky, so we gave her some purple, we gave her some purple hair, which I love to dye my hair pink. So I felt like I really, really wanted to do, sorry, my ears has gone funny. I really wanted to do a really fun kit to celebrate our third birthday. So dyeing her hair purple just felt like it. Felt like it was the perfect fit. Also, oh my gosh. Also, the kit uses the same colours as the Go Wild kit. We had a lot of people write to us and say that they loved the Go Wild kit colours, but wouldn't use it because they're not going to go wild. So I thought, challenge accepted. I'm going to use that in a kit. So it felt very vibrant and happy and really, really, really matched the idea of the Celebrate kit. So that, I mean, you'll see more previews for that kit after the Note to Self kit ships between the 15th and the 18th of this month. So once we change the website over, then we'll start showing previews for that kit, which isn't really that far away, scarily enough. So that is the next kit, and it's shipping on the 15th to 18th of July. Sorry, I should have popped that up sooner. The next thing I want to chat about, so I've been doing this every week since it's been available, but the Michaels kit is still, I didn't check it this morning. I believe that there's still stock available. Grab it now. I saw that Ashley from Plum Mashable, hers should be, I think she said it's arriving today, which is awesome. So Ashley's in Australia, so I believe how she purchased hers is the same as how I've purchased mine. Mine's still on the way though. She purchased it through a friend, and the friends forwarded it on. So that's a way for anybody who's outside the US to get a copy of the box. So I hope you love it. I know a fair few people have already done that. So it's exciting. And feel free to share everything that you make with that in our group and online. Okay, next part. What do we have next? Oh, show and tell. Okay, this is very quickly becoming one of my favorite parts of these lives, because it's showcasing you. It's all about how inspired you all are when you receive our kits and what you make with it, and it in turn inspires me. It forces me to take time each week and sit down and actually have a look through what you all are doing, and sometimes that actually feeds into how I design my kit. So there's been a few changes to the stickers and the additional sticker kit this month, which it directly comes from you all sharing. So thank you. So okay, let's jump into it. First we have, so it's a Sale and See monthly layout by is it V Ray Luna, and it's really cute. She's even used the welcome card. So I love that, like, no part has gone to waste. There's some die cuts, some stickers, the splashes, everything. I love the house. Also she's used the seagulls up the top as well. The next one, okay. Oh, hold on, let me get rid of this. Ashley from Plum Bashful, who I mentioned earlier, made this amazing 3D pop-up box card. I'm a card maker from, like, I think it popped up in my Facebook memories from like 11-12 years ago, and this just made me sing because I've always wanted to do one of these pop-up cards, and it just worked out really well. So if you want to see how she did it, she's done a video on that on her YouTube. Next up we have I love your name, Rhinosaurus, who has done a Sale and See weekly kit, and I love that you've cut out the waves on the paper and added the boat in. Points for creativity. I really love seeing how people utilize the different designs across all the different planners. The next one is by Amy, and she has done, it's I believe it was a monthly reflection, but one of the things I really loved about this is it just really goes to show that there is no limit to how you can use these boxes in any sort of planner. You don't have to have a box planner. You don't have to have one of our planners. You can have a Happy Planner Classic. You could have a Happy Planner, I think it's called Big, the bigger size, all the way through the minis. You could have Erin Condren. You can have a Kiki K. You could have a Hobonichi. You can have all sorts of different, or Serology or anything. You don't even have to have a planner. You can use this stuff in cards and all that sort of stuff. So I love seeing how versatile our kits are. So thank you, Amy. The next one is by Itsy Crafty. So Karen has put together a Sale and See weekly layout, and I love how she's used the washi behind the dates, the date headers, and a whole bunch of the minis. I love the little side peeping minis. They're some of my favorites, so I love seeing them in there too. And then the whale off to the bottom left, right, left, right. I am not good with my lefts and rights. Okay, and then next we have a gorgeous vineyard layout. I really enjoyed this. I have a feeling I showed this before, but maybe I've just shown things from her before. Now let me see if I can get the name right. Kyokonut. Now I love the little that she's used the label at the top at Monday, and then she's got the sorry, I'm saying she, I don't know if it's a she. But you've got they have used the mini that's peeped up on the bottom of that, and I love that they've also used the double box and split it across. It looks really well done, and then you've got the tracker down the bottom. I absolutely love the simplicity of this. And then we have by Paper and Stitch Co. It's a weekly layout using that Michaels box. So I really love it, and it looks like the washi, the stamps. I love the stamps. I love the shelf. And I'm really enjoying this layout actually. Oh, and it looks like there might be a sticker in there too. But yeah, really beautiful work there too. Okay, the next one is from Itsy Crafty. Now down here we're in, wait, are we officially winter? We are officially winter, I believe. Hold on. So it is winter. Yes, it must be. And Karen's used our fall kits for our Forest Falls kit in a weekly layout. So I absolutely love this. I think this was from a week ago. It's absolutely gorgeous, beautifully done. Next up, okay, how's this for creativity? So Jenny's planning, I hope, did I update it? Yeah. So has used the rainy days for a monthly layout, and I love the simplicity. I love the I love the clouds. I love that there's the outline of the cloud, and then there's this sort of cloud strip along through the middle with all the dates, and then you've sort of highlighted which of the dates are using the clouds. This to me was like, wow. I'm really love the creativity, and once again just goes to show how versatile our kits really are. So thank you for sharing that. Okay, next is a Books and Botanical weekly layout by Alex Bullet Journal. Absolutely enjoying this too. A horizontal layout. My template only shows square, so I had to pick, and because most people have a square image, so some of it gets cut off if you post portrait or landscape images, so I do apologize. But I really love how this layout has worked out. And then off to the other side, so if you go over to Alex Bullet Journal's website, Instagram, you can see they've got a panel on the right, which has, from memory, it's got a quote card and a whole bunch of stuff about the week. So I really, really enjoyed how this was laid out. And then Tanya Wilson has made some invites using Books and Botanicals. Sorry, I forgot to write Books and Botanicals on that too. To her two little girls. Now before I jump over, her two little girls in our Facebook group did some amazing, okay. This gave me the biggest smile when I saw it, and I didn't want to write it in the group because I wanted to address it, talk about it here first. Pardon me, hold on. It literally gave me feels from when I was a kid, and I used to write in to Saturday Disney and trying to get my my photos and things like that up on Saturday Disney. So I wanted to put it up on here first, just on the off chance that they're watching. So I really hope that you are. So the first one was from Haley. Hi, Haley. And I'm just going to read it out to you. So Sammy and I'm guessing that's Michael, my mum, Georgia, my sis, and I love your designs. I really hope your business goes forever. Bye. Yours sincerely, Haley. I think it's Mans, who's 9 years old, and she's done a whole bunch of drawings of the vineyard kit. And she's got the cute little sheep down there, which is the barn. She's got the main girl. I think it's just, Haley, this is stunning. It really brought a smile to my face. Thank you so much for that. And I hope that we're going on forever too. I really enjoy what we do. And I am blown away by your letter. Thank you so much. Now, the next one is from Haley's sister, I believe, Georgia. And I'm going to put it up on the screen because I thought this was just as amazing. And she's, okay, I need to read in closer. So, Planner's Anonymous Thought. Dear Sammy and Michael, if you love Polaroids, why don't you make a monthly theme kit on that? If you can, I would love to see what you come up with. Georgia Manners, 11 years old. And she's basically done a little kit brief for me with the roses and the rainbow girl. I love the whole Love the Imperfect because I have used Imperfectly Perfect on one of my stamps. I think this is amazing. So, Georgia, I love Polaroids. I used to be a photographer. I was always too nervous to use Polaroids because it's literally you take the photo and it's there. You can't do all the Photoshop and the editing, which I was a big part of what I did. But I have some good news. So photos in some sort of way or another usually appear in most of our kits, but the Rainbow Girl, so we do have a rainbow kit that we are currently working on in the background. It'll be an extra that you can purchase So it won't be included in the standard subscription. It's an extra. So keep an eye out for that. I may have to put some Polaroids in that. And I love the colours that you've used. So it's actually the purple-ish colour looks like the main colour that we use a lot, which is this colour here. So always a winner. It's got the light pink, which I do use a lot as well. So again, a winner. And it's got the blue and the green. I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much. I am absolutely blown away by both of you. It's adorable, and I hope that you get to watch this on your TV or on an iPad or something, so you can both see how blown away I am by the fact that you took the time to draw and write and yeah, thank you. So that is our show and tell for this week. After show and tell, I do a Q&A time. So I'm going to go back through while the delay catches up, and I'm going to read through if there's been any questions and answer those first. But if you have any questions, feel free to write them now and I will catch up. Okay, so you're all talking about peonies. I love peonies. I wanted them for my wedding. Unfortunately, where we had our wedding, we couldn't get peonies, so we had pink lilies. But peonies will always have a beautiful, well, not only that, but peonies are very expensive flowers. But they are beautiful flowers. So yeah, I love to include them in my kit because I just love how gorgeous they are. And I have to remind myself, I've got to do more than just peonies and more than just pink and green. So even if you don't get them locally, I hope you're living vicariously through the kits like I do. Oh, I'm so sorry that you're all having to, that you've got the protests and everything and the riots. Again, I if you haven't seen, I semi sort of tried to talk about the, I think this is when I was talking about it, about the Black Lives Matter movement. I'm gonna leave that at the beginning because I sort of bumbled my way through it. I don't want to bumble my way through it again. But once again, giving those people who can articulate it much better than I can, show them your support, show them your love. It's very, very important right now. Fast forward to 2021. No, I feel that. I feel that. Okay. Curfew just called. Oh, my goodness. I'm so sorry. Hopefully it brings the change that's required. That's where I'm going to leave that. Okay. Is that Michael? Actually, I haven't done the shipping update. Hold on, let me call that to Michael. Oh, he must have his headphones. He heard me. He's on the way. So he's going to come in and talk about shipping. In a second, I can hear him. I won't. Ow! I'm not going to talk about. I'm not going to answer questions for a few seconds. I'll do that again once Michael does his update. Here he comes. Hello.
Hello.
We want the update.
Oh.
Shipping, customer service, all the things. Hi.
Oh, that's the camera.
This one, yeah. No, that's just the control panel.
Oh. I knew that.
Hi.
Hi.
How you going?
So.
Yeah.
So.
Michael had a stack.
Let's not talk about it. So, what do you want to talk about?
Shipping, customer service.
Oh, okay. So shipping's a bit weird. So we know that there's some places around the world that we still can't ship to. I got a whole bunch of freight back today that was dispatched before the COVID restrictions hit, but must have not reached their destinations before the COVID restrictions hit, if that makes sense, because of the way DHL routes some of our freight to places like Barbados and Aruba and Brunei and a whole bunch of other fun places. So I'll send those customers some emails because that's where those missing kits are. They're in my mailroom again. But they'll go out soon. Oh, hello, everybody. And what else? Oh, yeah, the shipping to pretty much everywhere is open again. For some reason, routing via Germany to places like Brazil and the Caribbean islands is still a problem for us. So I'm looking at some other ways to get freight there, because I know that there are some other transit lanes that are open that DHL might not be able to provide for us. So thanks for your patience, and we'll see what we can do there. And then I'm going to have a quick look through the customer service queue today, because I know there's a few people who've been waiting a little while.
Well, you were not today as well. This morning I saw.
Yeah. Just to give you some context, in a month previous to COVID, we would receive around 100 inquiries through customer service. I'm receiving around 100 inquiries in 2 or 3 days at the moment. So the volume have gone dramatically up, and that has just obviously impacted the time, because while it would be nice to have lots of copies of me, unfortunately we just can't afford that. So we just need to do as best we can. Generally speaking, if it's like a shipping inquiry, those kind of things, I leave them a few days, because shipping, as we know, is
Delayed.
challenging right now.
And usually you get an update after you post your email.
Yeah.
A couple of things.
Swimming was good. Cold, but good.
Cold. People are receiving the newer stuff before some of the backlogged older stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Weird, huh?
we have seen that happen, and that's normal. That's okay. The other stuff will eventually arrive.
Yeah.
They're just clearing out. They're trying to get stuff through while they're also clearing out the backlog in shipping.
Yeah.
And there was another thing. Oh, man.
I don't know.
I can't remember. Oh, look, great customer service.
Thanks.
Oh man, I forgot. Shiny squirrel.
Apparently. Have you spoken about the July kit yet?
Yeah.
Ah.
Celebrate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
What?
I'll be back.
Where you going?
I want to get something.
Yeah. Where's he gone? He's on his way. I'm just gonna chill out here. Do. Ah, okay. Yep, here he is.
I hope the hold music was entertaining.
I only just started it.
So Sam mentioned it's our 3rd birthday, and that's really exciting for us, big milestone. We've been shipping in the same box essentially for 3 years, and around 3 or 4 months ago we ordered new boxes. So some of you have already received them, because I ran out actually during May.
Whoops.
So yeah, I know.
That's a good problem to have.
Good problem to have. So some of you received the new box, but from the Celebrate kit, everything will be in the new box.
Show it off.
So it looks just like this. The same, you say. Well, not quite. Because we've been able to bring some of the artwork onto the back of the box.
Move it up a bit.
I'm blocking Sam's head out. This is now what Sam looks like. Oh no, it's a box with arms.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
a bit updated, a bit of a refresh.
Updated. So it's otherwise the same good old box.
Similar box anyway.
Inside. Would you move?
I'll just hang out down here.
But look for that in your mailbox. Looks very very similar, but just a few little tweaks.
It's a really nice refresh.
Yeah, that's right. And I've got literally a shed full, flat packed. So if you don't like it, tough luck, because we're going to be here for a while.
Well, I really love it. I love that it's got like a little representation of our can we zoom that in a little bit closer? Of our planner community, and peeps on the background. So I love that. That's probably one of my favourite parts of the new box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And from my perspective, it's a little bit easier to fold.
Oh.
Don't know why, but
It's
it
the
is.
same thing.
Yeah, but I've had less paper cuts.
And cardboard cuts hurt.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like doing boxes. Oh, they like it.
Yeah. Great. Glad you love it. And that's about it. Otherwise, I'm going to get back to packing some orders.
Yeah, I did have another thing and now I can't remember it.
Ah.
No.
No?
It's gone. It's gone. Sorry.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to answer some questions because there's been a few. Oh look, they want to invent a cloning device of you. He's mine. Bang, bang, bang. Okay.
All right. See
You
ya.
can go back to packing.
I shall.
Love you.
Love you.
Okay. So that is a shipping update. Let me just scroll back and answer some more questions. Where was I up to? Sorry, this must be really entertaining while I scroll through. Sadiz, oh, hi Sammy, this has become an important part of my Sunday night. Thank you for your live now more than ever. I'm so glad that, to be honest, some days it's really hard for me to jump on. Today was one of those just because of world events. And this year has been a little bit harder to jump on because I like, especially with today, I don't want to take away from way more important things that are going on in the world. But I feel like if I can come on and direct people to the more important voices that need to be heard, then that's at least helping the little bit that I can. So I'm glad that you, and to be honest, these lives also, like, even if I'm a little bit apprehensive or a little bit exhausted to come on in the first place, interacting with you all really helps brighten my day. So thank you for that as well. Love her craft room, need a tour. Okay. The reason why I put these covers on is because inside the drawers is a mess. I haven't finished it. Generally, I go through stages where it'll be super neat and organized, and then I'll do a couple of projects or a couple of months worth of design, and then everything just falls to pieces, and then it's just an ongoing cycle. But this is pretty much most of it. I have one of those scrap box things where I put pretty much most of the stuff goes in here. I mean, it's there's a bit more than that, but and I've got some like some of it's like some up here is clay and glitter and embossing powders and all sorts of stuff, and heaps of it are stamps. And anyway, there's a lot in there. Maybe one day I'll do a walkthrough for you all. There is no words in here. Just because someone was born differently, everyone is important. Yep. Okay. I was hoping for the floral and vellum. Me too. Hold on, did I design it? Yeah. I really enjoyed the floral. To be honest, I just wanted it painted all over everything. It's so pretty. And it's even more pretty in real life. It's really like, I see the photos that I post, I'm like, oh, it's so much nicer in my hands. There's a lot of questions, which is nice and easy. Okay, I love her purple hair. So she's talking about, Layla is talking about the Celebrate kit, minus my white quarantine stripe. Yeah, I have a quarantine stripe. I was literally just about to I was holding out to get my hair done so it would be done just before Wild, and then everything closed down here. So I have a very intense quarantine stripe, but I'm going to the hairdresser's tomorrow. It's actually not it's a friend who runs it from her home, so she's been locked down, so it's I'm very excited to go and get that done and feel somewhat human again and get my eyebrows done as well. Maybe. I think she's doing that now. To do with Michael's kid. Yay! Okay, so Ashley is going to do a walkthrough video hopefully on Wednesday for the Michaels kit. There are a few other ones up there, but that's another person who's going to be doing them. Is it possible to get the digital of the planners and on live stickers? I'm not asking for cut files and like, I just want the icon so that I can plan with it. It is, I do include 4 on the standard stickers. So I haven't put them on a download yet. I was thinking of putting them on the kit reference page. Hold on, let me just, so for those who don't know, I'm trying to find it here. I've got all the stickers. That's the additional sticker kit. Where's the standard stickers? Nope. 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 It's not in my pile. It should be in my pile, but it's not. I'm sorry. No, didn't work out hard. I was going to show you. But there's 4 in the standard kit. I received mine, so Michael's box, and fell in love with it, and fell in love at first sight. Wish it was autographed. Oh, wow. Love your work. Thank you. Thank you, Johnny. That's, thank you. That's wonderful. I'm so glad that you enjoyed it. It feels very odd when people ask for like a signature or an autograph. I had it happen at Wild last year, and that's what I do to people. But it's definitely very it's very endearing. It's just very it's odd to me, because yeah, it just is. Okay. Okay, Erin, my stickers don't like to stick to the washi. Is there a trick, or do I need to use adhesive? Whenever I stick them to washi, I use a little bit more adhesive. It's because the washi has a glazed sort of overlay, to stop it from the design from picking up, because it's literally on a sticky strip. I haven't had, I always put half on and half off, or I just don't place it on top at all. Some other people who have a bit more time to craft than me might have luck. I actually, some of the things I use is like a more of a glue to just sort of add a couple of spots on the washi, which might help a little bit better. Okay. Jess. Hey Sammy, you're such a sweetheart. Thank you. Question. I ordered a subscription towards the end of May, like the second to last week. Which kit will I get? Please tell me note to self. Okay. Second last week, let me just open up that calendar of May. June. May. So that was like, that would have been the 18th. So depending on when, because I think we closed off orders a little bit later for Love Bug. I don't know off the top of my head. But what we do, for those who are thinking about ordering, the banners and everything that are on the website, whatever that says, is what you'll receive. Jess, I would have to log into Shopify and have a look through and see what you've ordered. It's not just as simple as I ordered this week, especially on a shipping week. So, because we shipped, I believe, on that Monday. So I don't quite know. If you need to message customer service and we can find out for you. But it will be a little bit of a delay in getting back to you, just because, as Michael said, he's being quite flat out. Hey Veronica. Agreed. The change is definitely needed. Yes, it is. Is it Bavia? Sorry, my apologies. Everybody who's watched me more than once knows that I am horrible with names and pronunciation. But hi Sammy, I appreciate all that you guys are doing. Keep yourself healthy, lots of love. Thank you so much. Doing our best. We are just like everybody else doing our best here. Okay. Connie, speaking of writing to Disney as a child, any update on Nickelodeon for Lockie's Pup Fund? I wrote to a friend and they gave me a contact, and I have to admit COVID hit and then I didn't get any further than that. So now that things are starting to get back to, and I use the term very, very loosely, normal, I'm going to send them a message. It just didn't feel, I don't know, I feel so awkward with all this stuff. But yes, let me let me write that this week, and if there's an update by next week, I will write to you all. Actually, the artwork he's been doing this week, oh my goodness, it's blowing me away. Saying hi to Michael. How was swimming? Oh, he was so happy. He was like a kid at Christmas when he came home. Oh, Tanya. Okay. Hey, Sammy, we did get to watch the live today, and you made Georgia and Haley's day. Yay! Stay strong and keep happy. Yay! I'm so glad it made your day that you got to watch. That makes so good. Okay, thank you for working to get us our goodies. My love bug box just made it to the States. Can't wait to get it. Won't be long. I missed a preview of July kit. Can I see if you can rewind and go back and check it out? There's been a lot of bits and pieces, but I want to actually, hold on, let me just show it quickly. This is the Celebrate kit. This will be the July. I mean, we don't like you saying this is the July kit, because if we say that, people believe that by the time they got it, it was too late to use it. We don't put any dates in our kits. Nothing is dated. So we stopped calling them July, August, September kits, June kits, and now we just say that it's what date it ships, because there was so much confusion about it. We were having people cancelling the subscriptions because they said, well, this is a July kit, I'm not going to get it until August, so it's pointless in me getting it. And we're like, no, that the July just means what date it ships. So instead we just got rid of how it was being named, and hopefully that stops some of the confusion. And then everywhere that we put, so on every preview that we do, it has what date it ships on there in the text. On everything we write down when it's going to ship, so it's all in there. It's all in the text. Ooh. Marriage goals, you guys are so cute. Thank you. Love the new box. Yay. Quarantine in the Philippines has been lifted. I started receiving my sub boxes. Yoo-hoo! That's awesome. Yes, Angela, yes, these lives are sunshine in an isolated world. Thank you for sharing your heart. It's funny, I got told, I used to work in corporate and got told that I wouldn't get too far because I wear my heart on my sleeve too much by management. And they said that if I wanted to go far, I'd have to change. And I turned around and told them that I'm never going to change who I am. That this is who I am, and people can like it or lump it. So I try and be as genuine as I can, which does mean I have cried in my lives before. I'm very... the empathy runs strong in this one, and means that days like today are really hard to come online because there's too many feels. You get what you get with me. There's no... You get what you get me. Very imperfect person. But I try. I try to educate myself, and I try to learn, because when you learn better, you do better. I know there's a quote that's like that. I was saying it yesterday. Okay. Is your health better, Angela? Yeah, it's on its way. I'm learning to manage it. It's manageable. A lot of people. So it's a asthma thing. I'm learning to manage it. It's all new to me. I had a couple of months where it was really, really bad. But I'm slowly getting on top of it. I still have days where it's really bad, and it depends on if depends on the weather and if people are backburning or burning off stuff and stuff like that. But I'm learning to manage it. It's a very big learning curve for me. But I am getting better, so thank you very much. And I'm feeling much more, much less stressed because my children are now back at school and they're happy. And it's amazing how much their happiness impacts you as well. I'm their mama. I'm supposed to. Their happiness means everything to me. So it's good to see them happy as well. Any hint of when the digital kit of books and botanicals will be available. Okay, so I've actually been working on the digital kits in the background to try and make them faster to put together because they take so long, and because we're trying to get on top of all the other stuff and the digitals, like the digitals that are included in the subbox, that got pushed aside. What it did make me realize is that I need a faster computer. So we're trying to get my computer in for an upgrade, which will make it faster, which means I can pump out work quicker. My poor computer, I put it through so much. But we are working on it in behind the scenes. So we need to make sure, so the subscription box comes first and then everything else comes second to that. So it is on the plans. It's just we've got to catch up on other work first. I finally made one. Hey Dee, we're almost towards the end. Sorry. Is there a second Michael's box kit? Yes. And it's so pretty. I just don't know a date. I just don't know a date, so I can't talk about it just yet. I can't even show it or talk about what theme it is, but it's a much loved theme and it's gonna be awesome. And every week I say your name really poorly. I'm so sorry. Aristaneria? Sorry. I love my Michael's box kit. The tumbler has made me drink more water. Awesome. Maybe I should pull mine out so I drink more water too. The kit reference page would be awesome. Oh, that's with the sticker. Okay, I'll add one onto there. Won't be until next month though, because I've already done that page already. Okay, how about a stamp of the live? Oh, do you know how hard it is for me to pick what goes on these stamp sets? Every month I have an argument with myself over doing like a really big feature stamp for like carding and dashboards and stuff like that, and then not doing one, and there's so many arguments I have with myself. Yes, thanks for staying true to you. Thank you. Working in corporate sucks anyway. I've been there, done that. That's it. Thank you, Susan. When you know better, you do better. So I've been trying to educate myself here as well. Because it's very different here in Australia. I mean, we have issues here ourselves, and I'm not going into that because this isn't the time this time is about the Black Lives Matter movement and making sure their voices are heard. But yes, when you know better, you do better. So, and that's in all aspects of life. So take the time to learn. It's important. And I get all tongue-tied when I'm just talking about the stuff I do know, which is like my kit. So I don't want to be saying the wrong thing. So the best thing I can do with my platform is say to support black shops, to listen to their message and to learn and to know better and do better. How does school look here? Okay, so that's a really good question, Sam, because I know you're a teacher. So school looks here like, so I'm in Queensland in Australia. For some context, so we've had another day of zero cases. We've had mostly 0 case days for the past 2 weeks. We've had a couple of days where there's been 1 or 2 cases, but most of them have been 0 case days. I think we've got 5 active cases or 7 active cases in the state. The whole of Australia has had, I think it's 1,058 cases, so that's really low. And it's not because we haven't done testing. There has been a lot of tests. I mean, a lot of people, I know myself included, have been tested. And there have been lots of tests done. And they're saying, like, even if you wake up with a tickle in the back of your throat, you need to go and be tested. So the testing criteria is really quite loose here in Australia because there's so few cases. School in Queensland is almost pretty much back to normal. So both of my kids are going to school. Lockie goes to school. He gets picked up by a special needs bus and they take him directly to school. His schooling is back to normal. They can't socially distance at his school. Lachlan does not understand that he can't comprehend what that means. And he is very much a very physical kid. So he was actually climbing and jumping on my back last night, and jumping off his bed, and he cannot keep still. And he's very much a hugger. I wonder where he gets that from. But his school is his school has some of the most fragile people in society. So, they're very vigilant, which is brilliant. Indy's school they have a slightly staggered pick up and drop off time. The pick up and drop offs are very controlled in terms of, well, Michael has been doing it for me because I have been trying to design, but he said that pretty much everybody's all the parents are outside waiting anyway, which doesn't make sense to me, but they put the kids at different spots for pickup, so at least it reduces the amount of people hanging out together. Classrooms, I believe, are socially distanced where possible, but I don't understand how that's possible in Indiana's classroom because there's 25 kids in a small enclosed space. But once again, it's there's so few cases here, and they are testing a lot, so it's a very different scenario to what, because Sam's in the States, so it's a very, very different to what's going on over there. We are seeing us progress. I think we're at stage 3 restrictions right now, and we're moving into stage 2, which means groups of like weddings for 10 people, and 20 people for funerals. I think also maybe 20 people for restaurants, but they have to be socially distanced. I haven't read in, to be honest, I'm home almost all the time anyway working, so I haven't really read into it. But things are loosening up here. There's still no interstate travel, which is because our borders have been closed for a while, and we're doing so well with our cases. There's still more cases in Sydney and in New South Wales and in Victoria. So it's going to be interesting to see how things go. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm just doing what I can to keep that curve nice and flat and stay inside and look after my family and help look after the front. I'm just being, respectful to those people who are the frontline workers, and whether that be, pardon me, at the schools, at the hospitals, the doctor's offices and things like that. And this cough is the reason why I was tested. So if anybody's wondering. So they're testing anybody here who has a cough or who has a tickle. Okay. I've only got one more thing here by the looks of it, but it's maybe an extra SAM set available to order with things like live, box delivery, PM dates, show and tell, etc. I like this idea. Would you guys, I think, would anybody buy that? I always think when I do that, because I've got to order so many, I'm like, would anybody really buy that? Because I also would love to do like a little minis stamp. I've wanted to do that for so long. I've wanted to do it for so long. Because I want to use them. Okay. Sam's just written back, and then I'll jump back over to Tammy's message, which was, it's a very different here. It's currently summer break, so there are a lot of talk about what to do for school next year and what it's going to look like. I know they're talking about social distancing in the classroom. Yeah, it makes me wonder, because classroom sizes are generally made for a certain amount of kids, and there's no way to keep that much. All I know is that I would hate to be a leader in the country right now, or work like. I mean, there's examples of great leadership and then poor leadership, and then I do believe that most people are trying to do the best that they can. So yeah, Sam, it would be hard to social distance in the classroom. I completely agree. And thinking about, we see in some places they're everybody who goes out has to wear a mask. Now, there is no way that we would be able to get Lockie to wear a mask. It took him, so he wears headphones occasionally, because he can't handle the noise. Now that helps him dull down the additional background noise and make life bearable at times. And that took him probably about 6 to 9 months to get used to wearing. And he still only wears them when he needs them, and he throws them off if he doesn't need them. So it would be very hard for those having difficulties to do that. But I believe if we all do our part, it makes life a bit easier for those who can't. Tammy. So Tammy asked, did you say if you are working on another planner release? Yes, I am. I'm working on several at the moment. Time. Somebody talked about cloning Michael earlier. If you work that out, can you clone me as well? I need maybe 3 of me. That would be brilliant. Okay, Erin. I'm a teacher in Indiana. I'm not sure if we will reopen in the fall. Yeah, that's... All I hope is that you all stay healthy and safe and look after yourselves. It's very interesting to see what's happening overseas, and not just in America, but just in all countries. Sending love out to everybody. Natasha, thank you so much for the Love Bug subscription. I bought the flower planner and it's absolutely amazing. Yay! I'm glad you love it. We've had a lot of people recently buy the I don't have it in front of me. I had it in front of me the whole week. The Planner Babe TN, because it matches the Michaels box. I don't know if we have many of those left. So if you are thinking of buying them, please grab them while they're still available, if they're still available. Okay, I would buy them both. Yvonne, I'm guessing that's the stamp set. Okay, that's interesting to know. I'll add it to my bucket list. I would buy minis. Go Katie. Go Katie. Me too. Okay, Pauline, may I ask how you design everything? Would you do it by hand with watercolor or on Procreate? Okay, so previously our artists did it by hand with watercolor, and very recently we've gone to on Procreate so that we can design more digitals for you, and so that the artwork looks clearer and crisper. So you'll notice with Love Bug it looks a lot cleaner and crisper, and you'll notice that again with the Note to Self, that it looks cleaner and crisper, and you still get that beautiful watercolor look through it. And we've done that so that we can bump up. So once I've caught up, got all these ideas for digitals items, and we've had, so I talk about the last few times I've talked about this, these big changes that have been happening behind the scenes, and that's one of the things. We have gone to a digital watercolor, and it, like, I put them next to each other, and you aside from the some of the outlines look a bit crisper, that you can't really tell. So and then when I design further on that, so I basically live in Photoshop and InDesign and Illustrator, and I do all the designing from there on in. So there is a lot, and there's a lot of files that I've created and templates to keep those designs fresh and looking their absolute best. And I'm constantly learning about, like, I've been using Photoshop since I was, how old was that? My earliest memory of using Photoshop, I think I was 18, maybe younger. So that's almost 20 years. Almost. Not quite. So